Well, everybody knows that Limpopo province is at the center of a massive textbook crisis, which has affected children throughout the province who, more than halfway through the school year, have got no access to workbooks and textbooks, and so are falling behind in the curriculum. We know that the national department has taken over, but there doesn't seem to be any forward movement in terms of getting the textbooks to the classrooms on time. Now, we in the DA have already instituted a plan to make sure that for every year between now and the end of our term of office, school children in the Western Cape get their books on time for every subject that they need. And we've allocated hundreds of millions of extra budget in order to make sure that if the education department doesn't supply us with enough funding to make sure every child has a book, that we do it out of our own provincial budget. And so I'm here in Limpopo today to issue a challenge to the other 8 ANC governed provinces to say to them, we are willing to give you all the details behind our plan, all of the programs, all of the delivery times, all of the information you need in order to make sure that the young people of all 9 provinces are able to access quality education by having their textbooks in class on time so they can get on with the curriculum for the remainder of the year. The point is to plan ahead. We're saying we want you to put your plans together now, 2012 for 2013 and 2014. The key is forward planning and budgeting ahead of time in order to make sure that all of the books are rolled out on time, because of course time is of the essence when young people are in class. The other crucial element is making sure that there are enough books for every pupil and that there are the right books for every pupil. So one of the things we do in the Western Cape is we have an online ordering system that enables teachers to choose the books that are appropriate for their classes. What we need to make sure is that the provinces and the teachers in the provinces and the schools are empowered to customize their ordering to their needs. But the most important thing is to make sure that we eliminate corruption in the tendering for school books, and that we make sure all the books are delivered before the start of the end of the school year. Not during the curriculum rollout, not on the first day, but before school starts, so that teachers and principals are able to make plans for the year ahead, and that young people are able to get an education that's relevant, that's current, and that's based on relevant materials. The minister is in a bind because, of course, by instituting the section of the Constitution that enables her to take national control over provincial matters, she is in addition taking responsibility for the massive crisis here. But we don't think enough is happening. The fact that a court had to order the department to bring the textbooks to the schools in the province is a disgrace. It should have been something that, if the provincial government didn't plan for, certainly when the national government saw that there was a problem brewing, that it intervened to make sure happens. So what we want to see from the minister is a commitment to make sure not only that she will do whatever she can to rectify the problem in this province now, but that she's going to ensure that in the coming years, between 2013 and 2014, when the term of office of this government ends, that they will make sure school children have got adequate provision for books. Well, I think it's convenient for the ANC government to let the Premier of Limpopo off the hook, to let the MECs in the province off the hook, and to place the blame on the national government. We must be careful not to turn the national minister into a scapegoat. I think it's laudable that the national minister and Treasury have taken the steps they have in this province and in the Eastern Cape to intervene as the Constitution dictates, to make sure that these problems are solved. But that doesn't mean the blame for them automatically gets transferred to them. We need to go back to first principles and find out how this happened in the first place, and those who are responsible need to be held accountable. If some of that accountability falls with the national minister, well then certainly she must take responsibility for that. But I don't support the idea that all of the problems in Limpopo must now be shifted to the minister's door, because all that does is create a scapegoat.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent.